Hold on a second. Before you drop another dollar on the Quest store, you need to see this. Look, there are some absolutely good paid VR games, but the store is also packed with very good and high-quality VR games that are completely free. But most of these games are just too unknown because of whatever reason. So, I did the dirty work for you. I've spent hours digging through the official store, App Lab, and SideQuest. I've sorted through dozens of free titles to separate the truly great from the barely working, all to bring you the 10 games you absolutely have to play. These are really great games, like really. They've got hours of content, smooth mechanics, and actually kind of good communities. Let's jump in and save you some good cash. Kicking off our list at number 10 is a super chill experience, Bait. If you're looking for a game to just relax with, this is it. It's a solo fishing game where you travel to different locations, trying to catch a variety of fish to help a local aquarium. The gameplay is simple and relaxing. You cast your line, wait for a bite, and then reel them in. While it's a simple loop, there's a surprising amount of charm in collecting all the different fish, each with its own quirky design. It's a polished, peaceful game that's perfect for when you want to sit back and unwind. Plus, it has a social space where you can hang out with friends online. Next up at number 9 is Rec Room. Now, if you've had a Quest for more than a week, you've probably seen this one, but it absolutely earns its spot here. It's less of a single game and more of a giant virtual community centre. When you log in, you can create your avatar and then jump into first-party game modes like paintball, laser tag, and my personal favourite, the co-op quests. These are impressive, multi-level adventures that feel like they could be standalone paid games. You'll be fighting goblins in the quest for the Golden Trophy, or battling space pirates in the Rise of Jumbotron. But now at number 8, we have something for the strategy lovers, Gods of Gravity. This is one of the most unique and clever concepts I've seen in a free game. It's an arcade-style real-time strategy game where you play as a literal god, fighting for control of solar systems. From a god's eye view, you physically scoop up fleets of ships with your hands and launch them toward enemy planets. You can even bend space by opening wormholes for surprise attacks. What makes it so great is how intuitive it is in VR. Physically grabbing and flinging your units feels so much more powerful than just clicking a mouse. The game supports 2 to 8 player multiplayer and has a full single-player campaign to get you started. At number 7 is Blaston, a game that turns the VR shooter into a futuristic competitive duel that feels like a full-body workout. This is a 1v1 PvP game where you face an opponent on a small platform and the main rule is never stop moving. Weapons spawn around you and you have to physically duck, dodge and weave in your play space to avoid a storm of slow-motion bullets, all while grabbing guns to fire back. It's a true bullet hell experience that perfectly captures that feeling of being in an action movie like The Matrix. Blaston used to be a paid game, but went free to play, bringing its incredibly polished gameplay to everyone. The strategy comes from picking your loadout before the match and how you manage the weapons that spawn. Because you have to physically move to survive, it's an intense test of both reflexes and stamina. If you want a competitive game that will have you sweating after just a few matches, Blaston is an absolute must-have. Coming in at number 6 is Gun Raiders, a fast-paced arena shooter that's all about movement. This game gives you a jetpack and the ability to climb walls, which creates some seriously chaotic aerial combat. Instead of just walking behind cover, you're flying through the air to rain down fire or climbing along a wall to get the drop on someone. It feels like a wild mix of classic shooters like Quake and modern mobility. Gun Raiders has a bunch of game modes like Team Deathmatch, Control, and even a Battle Royale mode to keep things interesting. There's also a chill social hub for hanging out between matches. For a free game, the gunplay feels great, and the pure mayhem of a lobby full of jetpacking, wall-running players is something you just have to see. If you want a shooter that's all about high-octane fun, this is it. Breaking into the top 5 is VRChat. Calling VRChat just a game is a huge understatement. It's more like a user-generated metaverse. The platform gives people the tools to create their own worlds and custom avatars, and the result is an endless universe of pure creativity. 1 minute you could be in a stunning photorealistic Japanese street, and the next you're at a live DJ set in a packed nightclub or playing a murder mystery in a spooky mansion. The social interaction is the core of it all. With features like avatar lip sync and eye tracking, you can express yourself in ways no other platform can match. It's a place to meet people from all over the world, go to community events, or just mess around with friends in a private world. It might be famous for its meme avatars and wild public lobbies, but there's a whole other side to VRChat full of breathtaking art and real social connection. It's an entire universe, and it's free. At number 4 is the game that became a VR phenomenon, Gorilla Tag. You probably know this, but if you haven't heard of it, then well yeah, so the concept is wild. You're a low-poly gorilla, and you play well as the name says tag. What makes it so revolutionary is the movement. No thumbsticks, no buttons, no teleporting. You move entirely by using your hands and arms to push yourself off of every surface. It's simple to learn, but has a crazy high-skill ceiling. Watching veteran players bounce off walls and launch themselves across the map is like watching parkour experts. The main mode is a simple game of infection, but the community has expanded it with other modes too. Be warned, this game is a workout. You will be swinging your arms like crazy. Its graphics are basic on purpose, but the raw kinetic fun has attracted a massive community with millions of players. It's one of the most popular VR games ever for a good reason, and it's totally free. Our number 3 pick is for those who want a more tactical, team-based shooter. I'm talking about Hyperdash. While Gun Raiders is about pure chaos, Hyperdash is a 5 vs 5 multiplayer shooter that feels more like a competitive VR esport. The game is built around a slick movement system that combines sprinting, dashing, and grinding on rails. Mastering the ability to slide around a corner, dash into the air, and pick someone off while grinding on a rail is just so satisfying. This momentum-based combat makes the gameplay feel fast, fluid, and incredibly skill-based. Hyperdash has all the classic modes that competitive shooter fans love, like Payload and Domination. It was made by the same studio behind the popular paid shooter Breachers, and you can feel that quality in the gunplay and map design. Just like Blaston, Hyperdash also switched from a paid game to a free-to-play model, making it an amazing value. If you want a free shooter that feels like a real competitive sport, this is the one. Taking the silver medal at number 2 is what many consider the king of VR Battle Royale, Population 1. This game took the formula popularized by Fortnite and perfectly translated it to VR. The loop is familiar. Drop onto a massive map with your squad, find weapons, and fight to be the last team standing. But the game changer is the vertical combat system. You can climb literally anything: buildings, cliffs, giant towers. From any high point, you can then spread your arms to glide through the air and ambush other teams.